it's Joyel and welcome back to my channel. So today we're just doing a random kind of chit chat while I undo my braids that are now like a week and a half old. So nothing too fancy today. So this is what we're working with, and I'm just gonna be cutting off the bands and undoing them while we talk about some random stuff. But of course, before we get started, please don't forget to click that subscribe button down below. And if you're the owner of a business, especially a Black-owned business, please send me an email at SharmaineJoyel@gmail.com, or you can go and click the Google link form down below. But let's get started. Also, I literally just spilled coffee all over my shoulder. So if you see a stain there, just ignore it. I did a wash day about a week and a half ago, so that's where these braids are from. They were blow dried, put into braids. You can tell this one's kind of going off on its own adventure here. This is what we're working with. But they're starting to just get really fuzzy, but I also have like a ridiculous amount of dandruff. I don't know if I can even find any of it on camera. Might be sparing you. There's a red mark. So when I say I get these like random red patches and like scabby patches and marks, there's one. Yeah, and they usually appear along the front of my head. But yeah, I do plan on washing my hair tonight, so I am gonna take these down and then probably just go into a wash day. But I do band my ends, as I've explained. My hair is pretty thick, and I always just want to be able to make sure that my ends are staying, you know, intact. They're not unraveling the whole time that they're in my head. So that's why I use bands. But I have started to notice some breakage on my hair. I'm not really surprised. I had a lot of breakage when I had my relaxed hair. And I know that when my hair would get to a certain point, it would also start to kind of get some breakage. Specifically along like the crown area and then like the front pieces. And I feel like I'm starting to experience some of that now, especially like right over here. I do feel like I have been harder with my brush. I haven't been as gentle with my hairbrush. So I think that being more gentle when detangling is probably gonna help, but I also think that since I have been using my Rev Air blow dryer a lot lately, I think it's just added some extra stress. So I've considered, I still want to use the hair dryer. I like having dry hair to sleep on at night. After a wash day, I don't like leaving my hair wet. But I think maybe instead of trying to make it like 100% dry, I think I'm gonna just start aiming for like 70 or 80% and kind of see how that works, because it's like I don't need my hair to be like 100% dry in order to be comfortable. Or plus leaving some of the moisture on there is good. You know, it is previously damp and has like leave-in and all that stuff, but I think leaving some of the moisture, leaving it a little damp, giving it some moisture to work with, wouldn't be too bad of an idea either. But I am also trying out a new shampoo. You guys know that I use Nizoral medicated shampoo, and it's been amazing. But I saw another one at the store. It's like Derma Rest or something. Derma Rest. It's meant more for like psoriasis, but it's like half the price of Nizoral, so I wanted to try it. That is what I used last week, and it's worked for about a week, and then my head started itching, and then I just got lazy, and now I'm paying for it. But I'll do a full review on that in a couple weeks. I want to use it a few more times. But that is another reason why my scalp is like completely freaking out. I'm not using my usual Nizoral, and then I didn't wash my hair right at the one week mark when it did start to kind of start itching. That's my fault. But we are getting super close to 60K. You know, it's only taken me like 100,000 years to like finally grow in subscribers again. But we're super close to the 60K. And you guys know I said every 20K I would do a giveaway. So at 60K and then 80K and then hopefully 100K one day, we'll do some giveaways. My husband did suggest doing a giveaway with a Rev Air blow dryer. So like I would buy one and then, or I would, you know, do a giveaway. You know, whoever wins it, I would buy a Rev Air blow dryer for them. So that is in consideration. So if we do a Rev Air reverse blow dryer giveaway, you can all thank my husband for that suggestion and for being so kind as to be willing to buy another one just to do that. So I'll be sure to be nice to him so that we can hopefully do that for you guys. I'm thinking about maybe doing that one at like 80K. Maybe we'll do that one at like 80K. But I've also considered maybe instead of every 20,000, maybe every just 10,000 we'll just do a giveaway. We can keep the same, where you guys can pick out any hair care line that maybe you've always wanted to try or just didn't have the money for. I like being able to do that. I like being able to give people access to things they wouldn't normally, you know, maybe they normally wouldn't go out and purchase for themselves or aren't typically able to afford or invest in. But I think those are the best giveaways personally. Like who wants like a rinky dinky food gift card? Like, no one wants that. Anyway, back to real quick on how, you know, I'm changing how I do my hair. But yeah, blow drying only 70 or 80% dry, putting some more leave-in on after that, especially onto my ends, because I think the blow dryer is also affecting my ends. I've always had like really dry ends, but they've just felt way more dry than usual. Just got a braid out, but I don't know, I feel like they've been a little dry lately. I've also considered wanting to try Olaplex, at least for my ends. Obviously, I'm years late on this, but remember when Olaplex is kind of like a big deal and how much it helped everybody with their damaged hair and stuff? I'm tempted to try it. I also have been searching on Amazon for like a handheld camera tripod in hopes that I can start filming at some natural hair salons around the valley. I just wasn't sure how I was going to film those things, at least by myself. But I think sometimes you just kind of have to kind of like take the plunge and just try it. So Tyler, again, being the awesome husband that he is, said that, you know, if we need to buy a new camera, we buy another camera and, you know, do what we need to do. So he's more than on board with all of this. So I'm gonna buy a handheld, like little tripod camera holder thingy. Those handheld ones that you can, like a selfie stick almost. And then maybe look into one of those like smaller cameras. And then I'll start reaching out to some salons here. I'm trying to expand. I'm just like, it can be scary doing new stuff, especially when you're involving other people. But speaking of doing something scary, if you build my channel, you guys know that I want to say just a few years ago, I was planning on starting a second channel under the name Mix Understood with Joyel. It was going to be a channel where I can talk about biracial issues and, you know, or just like advice, just a safe space for biracial people to come and, you know, share stories and, you know, just a safe space to talk. And I did like an initial kind of like intro video for it, but I haven't made or created any content for it since. And I know that I've been asked about this a couple times, you know, like what happened to my second channel. And honestly, after I got scared, to be honest. I didn't know. I started to have like, I don't know if this is considered part of like imposter syndrome, but I started to feel like maybe I wasn't the right person to be discussing like these kinds of issues. I also was just kind of like, didn't know if I wanted to keep talking about like, you know, my past and, you know, just things that I've gone through. Cause you know, it makes me sad, you know, you're always talking about things that have happened to you. It's a support channel, so not everything that's happened to me is something good, you know, if you're building a support channel. So instead of feeling excited and like I was building this supportive community, I just started to feel really sad. I started to feel unmotivated to create that kind of content. And it sucks because it's like a part of me kind of still feels like I want to, but I didn't want to constantly be delving into, you know, the topics of, you know, that just made me feel bad, you know, like it's, when you talk about race and stuff, you know, it can be kind of depressing sometimes. And although you're offering support and advice and things for other people, it was just it just started to feel really heavy, and I just have been kind of desperate to get away from that feeling. You know, I still wanted to create videos that helped people, and I feel like I do that with my hair channel, and I don't mind, you know, discussing certain topics. I mean, obviously I'm the one that brings these up. It's obviously no one's fault. I started having second thoughts and started to feel like maybe I wasn't the right, I don't know why I felt that way or why I do feel that way. But yeah, a lot of times I just don't feel like I'm the right person. I don't know if I can explain why I feel that way, I just do. For some reason, I just feel like maybe there's someone out there who would be better at kind of presenting certain topics and ideas, and I'm probably just overthinking it, as usual. That's not out of the ordinary for me. 100% part of my personality. I remember a teacher, an elementary school teacher, telling me that I was a worrywart and a perfectionist. So, am I possibly being dramatic? Probably. If I'm being bad, just tell me in the comments. But I'm probably just being dramatic. But I'm being honest. So those are my honest feelings. If you're wondering, where's my second channel? Why has like nothing ever been done with it? That is why. So I don't know if you noticed, I don't have any paint patches on my walls, on my wall over here anymore, because I actually finally painted my bathroom. The only part left is whatever's going on with this contraption on my counter. So right now, our bathroom light is off the wall, but it's still attached by wires because Tyler hasn't like turned off the breaker and like detached it or anything. So he has it taped to a step ladder that is on our countertop. So yeah, when he happens to get around to help turn off the breaker so we can actually take this light off the wall and I can patch up some stuff and then paint that little section above the mirror, then I'm completely done. But I finally have gotten the bathroom painted, and now there's no longer those patches. There's so many house projects and so many things to do. I'm excited to do them. I'm doing them by myself though. I'm letting you guys know. Like the island, the cabinets that I'm literally desperately still working on. Yes, I'm still working on these fucking cabinets. You guys are probably gonna hear about this for like the rest of my life. Putting these handles on, but I have to drill brand new holes for all of the pull-out drawers. I've never drilled a hole in anything in my life. It's been fun trying to figure this out. About the second channel as well, is like, I think I just wanted a sense of privacy. I think I've been pretty open with you guys about, you know, my life or things that have gone on in my life, mostly around my hair, but I think I've been pretty open. And I think that by starting that second channel, even though it's just kind of a, I don't know, it's just another way that I would be kind of telling more stories about my life. And a part of me just kind of wanted to hang on to whatever privacy I happen to have left after my hair channel. So I think that's another reason why I've been hesitant to start the second channel. I think we're on our last two here. We are, okay. Last one, you know, if my head wasn't itchy, I would enjoy this braid out, but because my head is so itchy, I can't really enjoy it this week. So we'll undo it, and then I'll jump into a wash day tonight or this evening. But let me see if I can get a better shot. You can start to see some of this dandruff that's in here that I was talking about, but it's... Oh, I forgot one. Just kidding, there's a straggler. Okay, I think I found